Hello everybody, I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV in Round Rock, Texas. And today we're going to look at the 2020 Forest River R-Pod 196. Now this is one of the largest that they make. It has the walk-around bed in the front, the sofa in the slide out, and a rear kitchen. I love this layout. I think it's one of my favorite. You're going to be at a little under 3,600 pounds, 350-pound tongue weight, and the total length, including the tongue, is 22 feet 2 inches. If that's something you're interested in, stay tuned and we'll take a look inside. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe so you see all the latest walkthroughs. Thanks so much. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started right here in the entryway with a 6 cubic foot refrigerator. The separate doors, the freezer, and then the refrigerator, and the aluminum front make it feel so modern. I love the interior in these R-Pods. You'll also see that up at the top, it is a gas, electric, so you've got both controls on it. Underneath, the converter that actually converts your 12 volt into the 110 with all the breakers and fuses in it is right here in the front. Very easy to access. And what's this? This is the new addition to the standard features of the R-Pod. This is a road vac, so it's a vacuum system. Now you can buy attachments and use this piece right here to put a hose in, or you can simply sweep your trailer, kick this up with your foot, and it sucks it all up into your vacuum. So once again, that was kind of noisy. All you do is sweep it over to this area and then use your foot to just lift that piece right there, sweep into it. It's going to suck up everything you just swept out of your camper, put it right back down with your foot. Your trailer's clean. I love this. You'll see it a lot at hairdressers because they just sweep everything into this little flat spot on the floor. Again, you can buy accessories if you wanted to use a hose with it. However, we have found with RVs, most people just use a broom, sweep it into the vac. Okay, so before we go any further, let me show you how this vac works. All right, it's kind of new in the R-Pod, so this one is going to, obviously, like we said, take the floor sweep, and up here is where the bag is. So if you pull this back, there's a little finger pull, unlatch one side, the other one comes straight out. So there is a filter here that just slides in the side. That's kind of the micro filter here, and it just stays in place. If you're ready to change this bag, just take it off, throw it away, and put on the new one. Well, the way you put on the new one is to attach it at the back, because that's how the dirt comes in from the floor and into the bag. So at the back there's a hose, and you just slide the back piece on. Then when you're ready to put this back in place, just clip it in on one side and then pull that onto the front hose, and then it slides right back into place right there. See how simple that was? It's very easy to use. This will save you so much time. Your camper will stay so clean. I am really excited about this addition. All right, let's take a look at the kitchen. Over here at the kitchen, you've got the open cabinets at the top, tons of space for storage. I love that. It's, of course, open in the back so you can reach around. Got a lot of access up there. Now, I'm only 5 feet tall, but it's very easy for me to use these upper cabinets. All right. The white marble style countertop, it doesn't have a sheen to it. It feels very much like stone. It isn't. It is a manufactured product, but very durable. Doesn't have an edge on it, so you don't have to worry about water getting in the cracks. It actually goes down into the recessed sink, so you can actually wipe everything from your counter right into the sink. The large round stainless steel sink is about 8 inches deep, so any pot, any large thermos, anything that you want to fill, along with a high spout, gonna work great. Now can be used as a cutting board, or it can create more counter space, just about anything you want to use the cover for. The plug for 110 is right here on the back, so if you have a coffee maker or anything you want to keep on your counter, the plug's very accessible. I love the big window. I love the pull down shade here, and a light right above the sink, and the fan above the stove also has a light on it, and the exhaust fan. Glass top 2-burner stove. Again, beautiful design, but it also creates more counter space for you. If you're not using the stove, this can all be a counter on this side. Glass top just simply lifts up when you're ready to cook, and you're ready to go. Underneath that, you can't miss the signature R-Pod microwave convection oven. Now, if you haven't used a convection before, the convection ovens, you can broil, you can bake, you can do anything you can in a regular oven, or you could use it as a microwave. It's got a little book with it, tells you how to do it. I always keep the book with me because I never remember, but it gives you times and settings and everything else. Super easy to use. On the left, you've got this really cool backlight in the kitchen. That's very awesome. And up below that, more kitchen storage. 2 spaces here, 2 shelves, and then 3 drawers. I love drawers, super nice to use. Now your forced air furnace is right underneath as well, and it will keep this R-Pod toasty. Speaking of kitchen, we've got this huge pantry here. Before we go that way, come swing back around here and let's look at the control panels on the other side. As you walk in the door, you have your control panels right here on the side. This top one, it says wired for solar. Now, it is an option with R-Pods, but you can get a 110-watt solar panel on the roof and a 1,000-watt inverter. Great for boondocking, for camping off the grid, for stopping maybe at a roadside park to just have lunch so you can have a little power. That's a wonderful feature to have. If you do not get that option, it can be added later because it comes pre-wired. So you will see this panel right here in every R-Pod. The plug is on the roof. It's ready for that solar if you decide you want to add it. Below that, power awning. The slide room, of course, is all one touch right here. You do have a light on the awning. It is an 11-foot power awning, so stay tuned at the end. We'll show you what that looks like. Your porch light and your interior light. Most trailers are going to have what we call a courtesy light, so that when you walk into the trailer, if it's really dark outside, the very first switch is going to turn on those interior lights. Great thing to have. You don't have to really read what's on the light switches. You just have to reach around, find the first one. Now over to the left of it is your monitor panel. The monitor panel shows you what your battery charge is. It also tells you how much you have in your fresh gray and black. This trailer right here has a 36-gallon freshwater tank, a 30-gallon gray, and a 30-gallon black. Plenty of tank size. All right here on this monitor panel to see where you're at, plus the switch for your water heater and your water pump. Super easy. All the controls you need are right here. I love this bar with the hooks on it. I would hang everything from a jacket, a coat, a flashlight, my keys, everything right here in the entryway. Let's look at the floor, because they've put down at the bottom as you come in the fire extinguisher for safety, but next to that is your pet-friendly pet bowl. Yeah, all of the R-Pods are designed to be pet-friendly. they're going to have a leash hookup outside right by the entryway. I'll show you that when we get to the outside. They have a spray port, so you could rinse off that pet after they've been running around outside, going hiking with you, maybe playing on the beach. But also, you have a nice pet bowl right here, stored right for you. Easy to grab when you open the door in case you want to feed, give some water. They are stainless steel, so you just rinse them off. They're good as new. There's 2 of them here, and they fit right here. I love that. All right, let's come around. Let's look at this nice, it's kind of a patterned mesh looking wall. It curves around. I love the curve in it. Not only does it make it feel modern, but it's a really useful feature because as you turn this corner, you don't have to constantly bump into a corner edge right here. All right, let's open the pantry because when we're talking about a working kitchen, that's phenomenal. Remember, this is only a 22-foot trailer, and that's including the tongue. So many times you look at how long a trailer is, and they say, oh yeah, it's 20 foot. But that's just the box. So this is a true 22-foot trailer, including the tongue, and it's got every feature that you could ask for in a smaller trailer. Great shelves right here, and of course they can be adjusted. You could use these for clothes, for outdoor gear, for food, whatever you wanted. I love the fact that it actually is a full-size pantry door, not a whole bunch of little cabinets you have to figure out how to deal with the cubbies. So coming around, this trailer is very much like the 195 that has the traditional wraparound sofa right here. Now that's a nice feature because you can actually fit a few more people in that. It's kind of a low profile sofa, works really well. What they've done here is they've replaced it with a jackknife sofa. This sofa gives you really a lot more luxury. It's very cushy, very soft, super comfortable. It does have the armrests on the side with the cup holders in them, but it also turns into a jackknife sofa, so turns into a bed, excuse me, so that you could sleep an extra person here super easily. There isn't any storage underneath this, and that's a question I know we'll get, but this has got a fair amount of storage for a 22-foot trailer, so that shouldn't be an issue. I just can't tell you how excited I am to see this option along with the walk-around bed, because we do hear that from a lot of folks. They want a really comfortable place to sit. The TV on the other side can swing around, and so you've got the kitchen on one side, walk-around bed with a TV, nice comfy sofa. That's why this model is one of my favorites. Let's come back and take a look at the walk-around bed. Now back here, you can see you've got a nice walk-around bed. I can actually walk on both sides of it. There is a cabinet that comes out to right here. Still, I think it's pretty easy to get in and out of the bed with sidestepping right here. I do kind of like having this flat space right here to maybe put glasses, my book, anything like that that I might want to keep next to the bed. Now, if we look underneath here, what we'll see is some USB ports and a 110 plug. You can plug in any kind of chargers, maybe just a USB, maybe you wanted to put a CPAP machine here. Anything can fit right here on this flat space. You do have a light in the cabinet. I just think that's a nice touch. In here, hanging space, or of course, you can put shelves in there if that suits your storage style a little better. The switch for the light is right here on the side. That's always nice if you're using it kind of as a night light. And then you've got space on top. So you've got another flat surface up here where you can put a clock, your books, anything else that you want to store. The windows on both sides give you lots of airflow across the bed. And then, of course, the pleated pull-down shade. Just a great layout. They've put together some of the best features that you can have in a small trailer like this. The air conditioner is right above us here. This is a 13.5 air conditioner. It is going to cool this trailer on the hottest of days without a problem. Let's go around to the other side of the bed here. And over here you'll see the 24-inch TV. It is a flat screen. It does swivel around, so you could watch it from the sofa or you could watch it laying in bed if you wanted to do that. The Furrion stereo is up here. It does have speakers inside and speakers on the outside underneath the awning. This right here is going to actually control the speakers, and another little storage piece with an elastic band, whether it's maybe some movies up here, just any kind of storage for electronics, maybe just different kinds of camping gear. As you come around to this side, you will find the very same setup on this side that you did on the other. You have the USB plugs, the 110 plugs, two flat surfaces, one lower and one up here above the storage, and then, of course, the interior here. The light switch is on the far side. It controls both lights at the same time. Again, hanging bar in here, or you could do shelves. Either way. Okay, so right underneath here, we've got more storage. Let's take a look. Now coming around this curved wall again, the separate toilet and shower. What a nice addition to this great smaller trailer. Let's take a look. Inside here, you've got a great medicine cabinet with a shelf underneath it for all the things you like to store in the bathroom, but you've got a fair amount of counter space right here as well. So you can set things on the counter. They can stay right there until you're ready to travel. And a 110 plug on the side. Underneath, you've got another bin with a net for anything else you'd like to store. I probably would store my toilet paper, maybe a few extra washcloths, things like that right under there. And the sink right here has a cabinet under it as well. Now you're going to have to fit things around the drain, but they try to use every space that they can. It is a foot flush on this toilet. And on the other side, you've got a shower with the pull-across magnetic door. This is so nice because it comes out at the top. Can you see that? So that it gives you a little more elbow room as it comes up to the top. You do have a little bit of extra headspace up there with the skylight. So you're going to have about the same height in here as you do on the inside of the trailer. Hey, and one more thing. I like the way they have redone the bathroom door. It slides so easily, and when you close it, it's actually a magnetic catch. It's very secure. It actually keeps it closed without having to line it up exactly and try to twist that little knob in the middle. You do have to give it a little bit of a push to break it away to open it again, and then there's a strap to keep it open. Very simple to use. I think it works great. Now that we've seen the inside of this trailer, let's walk around the outside and I'll show you all the highlights. Okay, our pod has the standard aluminum steps. They're easy to fold up, they don't get all rusty on you, and you just flip them up. They go in and out super easy. The other thing that we don't always talk about, but there is a separate screen, and they use a flip handle here on this, none of those little finger pulls. I think that's a great feature. Works well, very easy to have your screen open, leave your door open, and when you close it, they're going to snap back together again. The handle is going to close, fold over. Then when you're ready to go inside, you have a great, easy assist handle going in and out. Now on this side, That's where your pet-friendly hookup is I told you about inside. Let's look underneath real quick. Right here is going to be the catch where you could hook a dog leash or make a dog run, something that's right by the door, because that's probably where you're going to put the dog bowl if the dog's out here enjoying the space under the awning for you. All righty, let's start by going around the back. Of course, you've got the standard LED lighting on the back for the taillights, the 4-inch square steel bumper. So the spare tire on this R-Pod is mounted on the back, the cover comes with it, and you also on the back have the venting for the furnace, the refrigerator, and the water heater. Now this is a fiberglass exterior, and underneath it you have the Azdel. Now remember, the Azdel isn't impacted by water. It's very water resistant. It's not going to mold. It's not going to deteriorate. So that's a great feature. And the Azdel and the fiberglass are over an aluminum frame. What a great trailer. Ladder on the back so that you can access the roof. Coming around to this side, the 30-amp plug-in is on the very back corner, along with your cable and your satellite plug-in. You might be at a KOA or some park that has cable. You can plug that in right here, or you could bring your own portable satellite dish. Let's look underneath, and you will see the waistline for the holding tank. Now this is for the gray tank right here. You'll have a similar setup in front of the wheel for the black tank. Remember, this trailer has a 30-gallon gray tank, a 30-gallon black tank. So your black tank disposal is right up here in the front. This is the slide out holding the sofa. In front of that, this is going to be your water connection. So if you are going to actually fill the 36-gallon freshwater tank, you fill it right here. But if you just wanted to hook up at the hydrant, not fill this tank because maybe you didn't want to carry the weight, then that hooks up right underneath. Pretty easy. You also have a freshwater drain right underneath here. If you wanted to drain that freshwater tank, you will find that right underneath in the belly of the camper. Just take the cap off and that tank's going to drain. All right. Now I love talking about the storage compartments in the front, partly because they have the magnetic catches. You flip it up and that stays open and out of your way. But I also like the fact that this goes all the way through underneath. So if you look in here, you can see that you get access from both sides. Flips right back down, and you just clip the front of it. All right, let's take a look. Up here, the fiberglass front. I love the frameless window on the front. Remember, sitting around the bed, you've got not only the side vents that are going to give you the airflow that you need in the front, but you've got a big window up here that's just going to give you a nice view on 3 sides. So the battery compartment sits in the rail right back here, and the propane tank sits right up front. It is a single propane tank with a hard shell case, and when you open the top, you can actually reach in, turn your propane on and off, check it, do anything you need to do right from the top without removing the cover. I like that feature. It makes it very convenient while keeping that tank covered and free from all the bugs. Electric jacks, wonderful on these R-Pods because you have an on-off and an up and down switch. Very dependable. It makes it load in a snap. Now along the front of this trailer, they have the black diamond plate, and it not only looks good, but it's very functional. So if you don't happen to be on a perfectly smooth highway with no rocks on it, then some might just get kicked up by your vehicle, and this is going to protect your trailer from it. Also, right up here, you have a gas connection. It is a quick connect in case you wanted to put out a grill, or if you had the optional outdoor kitchen right here on the front. It actually slides right in this compartment. The trailer that we're looking at does not have the outdoor kitchen option, but I wanted to show you what it looks like, because if you're looking at a trailer that doesn't have that, it can be added. So this one, because it has the wide door, you can actually mount the rail in here and have this kitchen that just folds up flat and rolls back into the compartment. And close it right up. Pretty cool, right? Now right in front of that is where you hook in the other piece of that pet-friendly setup, which is the quick connect here going to the spray port. That spray port can be used for absolutely anything, rinsing off your feet, cleaning pots and pans, anything that you need to do outside that requires a little bit of spray cleaning, including dogs. All right, very simple to use there. And we're back around to the area that's right underneath the awning. The awning has 2 speakers on the outside, a 110 plug right underneath, and this is your black tank flush. So if you run a hose over here and plug it in on this side, it actually is going to clean that black tank as you're dumping. Now you never want to hook up a hose here unless you have that dump valve open and you're actually draining it at that time. But that is a great feature because it keeps that black tank clean and not smelling up the inside of your camper. So lots of really great features on this. Let's take a look at the awning now. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV, and if you'd like to see more of our walkthroughs, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We love your comments, glad to help you. There may be something that we didn't answer on this. Just give us a call or put it in the comments. We'll try to get back to you. Thanks so much, and we will see you next time.